Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tech Break by Friday. Today's topic is a bit of a game changer for Google in the AI and automation game. So, Google announced on the 24th of July the release of Opal in a public beta. This is still under experimental mode from Google, so let's dive into what this new tool can do and how it can be utilized for you. So, thanks for reading or listening to Tech Break by Friday publication. If you really like this episode and you want to get more updates, please subscribe. It's free. So, let's move on to what is Opal. Opal is a web application that everyone can use to create automation workflows and mini AI powered apps, regardless of their coding experience. So, the user can describe their logic and the functionality of the app using just natural language or basically English, and Opal just creates this mini app for you. So let's see a step-by-step guide on how to use Opal. So I use it to create an SOP generator for my business, and yeah, basically I wanted to take any SOPs and make it into documents for easy capture. And yeah, let's move on to it. So you can sign in with your Google account. I noticed in some countries the beta version has not been released yet, so you might want to check for that. So you can click on create new to create a new mini AI powered app, or select an application from their gallery. So in their gallery you can see that they are offering a vast variety of applications that Google made or other users have made, and they made them public. So by pressing remix, you can edit that specific application and change it based on your needs. Basically, you can customize someone else's application and use it for your own workflows. So this is really cool because you can just make it to your liking and you don't have to rebuild the same features and workflows. So you can also suggest an edit or describe in a prompt what you want as a feature, and just type it, and Opal will create that for you. You can also add by yourself user input, a user output, and a generation box. So a generation box is basically what a model can generate. So they have like the Google available models like Gemini 2.5 Flash and Gemini 2.5 Pro, and you can choose between them and describe the task of the model, of what the model you want to do. Um, the assets is another cool option that I have seen here, and it allows you to connect your mini workflow or application with other Google products. And this can be a huge advantage if you are someone that um, is really into the Google ecosystem and you are really tied into it. You would like something that really integrates well with that. You can plug and play whatever option you see fit, and with the edits it makes it easier to create your workflow. So if you have access to Opal and you want to try my SOP generation workflow for documents, um, basically for every business operator, I will link it below in the show notes, and you can take a look and let me know what you think, or remix it and make it your own. So let's discuss a bit of uh, what could Opal do in the future and why it could disrupt the automation sector. So it's an native no-code AI automation. So with Opal, anyone can craft automated workflows, not just engineers or developers. This eliminates technical barriers, putting powerful automation and AI at the fingertips of non-technical business users, content creators, productivity enthusiasts, basically whoever wants to actually use this product. Other platforms offer more flexibility and options for experimenting with more complex workflows like Make.com, N8N, Zapier, but most of them target developers or automation enthusiasts. Secondly, we have the agentic intelligence that is deeply integrated with the Google ecosystem. Opal, it's not just another automation tool, it leverages Google's models like we mentioned before. It has also access to Gemini, VO, and Imagen. VO for videos and Imagen for images. And it's really easy to integrate with workspace products like Drive, Google Docs, Google Slides. The future integrations that will stretch across Google's vast ecosystem, if this will happen, like for example for Gmail or Calendar or Search or even Wallet, will make Opal have like a native layer for custom automations throughout Google's stack. So this offers the advantage of seamless integration with their Google products, and I think this might be a market that they will target on in the future. So another cool thing is that you have an instance app prototyping and sharing. So if you want to try a new idea and you want to create a workflow, you can describe the workflow to Opal, translate that description to a mini app instantly. Then you can share it with a few links, and this is like rapid prototyping. It removes the need for slow, expensive development cycles. It's basically like vibe coding for automation, and it's similar to maybe what Wix and Squarespace did for websites. Last but not least, it has a lower barrier and faster iteration. So, since there is no onboarding, no complicated setup, no requirement for learning how to use webhooks, APIs, connections, maybe scripting, anyone can basically iterate an app in real time. I think this democratizes automation and seeds grassroots innovation as business teams they are closest to the problems can build, test, and iterate their tools. This makes this tool makes it more available to like broader public, providing to everyone the ability to mix and match their own mini AI app. Uh, how I think Opal might shape the future. So it's a competition against existing tools. As I mentioned before, Opal is frequently compared to Microsoft's Power Platform, Copilot Studio, Zapier, and Aidan. But it feels like natively more AI driven, and since it's also like integrated with the Google services. So if this actually matures and leaves the beta stage, could be something that will outspace these tools, and it could lead the automation world for users already tied into the Google's ecosystem, as I mentioned before. So another move that they are trying to make is toward the agentic operating systems. So Opal hints a future where we have like an agentic OS layers and enables personalized bots or apps to act across services natively, with the potential of reshaping how we use automation platforms and productivity software as a whole. It's focused more on the productivity of the user with the current setup than just like a broader audience. It's decentralized and crowdsourced intelligence. So, some early commentary speculates about Opal that it integrates with broader concepts like decentralized AI, real time fact checking, and a token economy for data and models. A vision that extends Opal into a platform for digital collaboration and data sovereignty. So, let's see what this means in technical terms. So our current situation is that like most platforms like Google, Facebook store your data on their service. They use it to train their AI models, and you have like limited control over what happens to it. So data sovereignty is that you maintain the ownership and the control over your data, deciding exactly how it's used, shared, or monetized. Why this matters for automation platforms? Um, in relation to like Opal's potential future, it lets users own their workflow data instead of it being locked into Google's ecosystem. It enables users to monetize their data through token economies or direct compensation. It gives users a choice over data processing. It allows them to keep sensitive workflows local or cloud based. Allows for data portability since it enables easy movement of your automations and data between platforms. So, if that could happen in the future, the broader vision is that um, data sovereignty represents a shift toward user empowerment in the digital economy. Instead of being the product, your data, for example, being sold to advertisers, you become an active participant of who controls and potentially profits from your digital contributions. We mentioned also before the term token economy. So, for everyone who is not familiar, a token economy has two different meanings depending on the context. But in relation to my earlier comment, I was referring to a blockchain crypto version of that economy. So, the traditional economy that we currently have, the psychology education, is basically a behavioral management system where people earn tokens like points, sticker, stock credits for completing desired behaviors or tasks, and then they can exchange these tokens for rewards or privileges. You can think of like a really easy example classroom reward systems or an employee like incentive program. The digital blockchain token economy in the tech context is referring to digital tokens, usually cryptocurrencies, that represent value that can be earned, spent, or traded. So, how this works? Some key characteristics is that tokens runs as incentives, so people earn tokens for contributing value to a platform, for example, creating pro content, providing data, completing tasks. The token utility tokens can be used to access services, vote on decisions, or purchase things within the ecosystem. Decentralized ownership instead of a company owning everything, token holders have a stake in the platform's success. How this could apply to Opal, let's see. So, in a hypothetical scenario that we have like a token economy future, Opal users could earn tokens for creating practical automation workflows that others use. They could spend the tokens to access premium AI models or advanced features. They could vote with tokens, which new features could be developed by that. And they can share revenue when their automations are used by others. So, token economies represent a shift from traditional business models where companies extract all the value to systems, where users become stakeholders who benefit financially from their participation and contributions. Opal could be Google's stealthiest moonshot since search, making automation both accessible and natively cross platform, powered directly by prompts and AI with zero friction. So, this may fundamentally shift how teams, creators, and organizations think about app building, and workflow automation in the next decade. So, I would like to thank you for listening to this episode. If you like this type of podcast that offer a bit more insight on how this technology might shape the future and these predictions, let me know. I would like to make them in the future as well. You can support the show by subscribing and sharing your opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts and what topics you would like me to cover next. And until next time, keep building. I am promising that I will keep my schedule as usual. It's just that this week has been pretty crazy at work, so I was not able to create so much content as I would like. So, yeah, I hope to keep the schedule up, and thank you for listening.